It's common for survivors of trauma to go through a stage of hypersexuality. Hey, it's May Uplifting Others. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, hey Uplifters. Let's talk about hypersexuality. Society always just like think that someone is just being promiscuous because they want to, and sometimes we don't know the real reason. I'm here to just bring awareness and to open eyes to what goes kind of through a survivor's head. It's the mind's reaction to trauma, or can be a reaction. Just like I talked about how to cope with trauma, people turn to drugs, they turn to food, and some turn to hypersexual behavior. So let's get into the definition of hypersexuality. An obsession with sexual thoughts, urges, or behaviors that may cause distress or that negatively affects health, job, or relationships. Like I was saying, sexual trauma, sexual violence, and sexual assault can be the main reason why someone can become hypersexual. Hypersexuality can be triggered by anger, sadness, loneliness, boredom, a particular fantasy, or past trauma. It all can be internal triggers. And most of the time, it's the desire to escape, to not feel those feelings. When someone is experiencing being hypersexual, that does not mean that their trauma wasn't bad. It doesn't mean that they didn't experience the things that they experienced. That's just how they're trying to cope with life after trauma. I feel like dealing with hypersexuality after trauma can be hard in itself. Sometimes you just don't know why you're doing things. It's hard like any other type of addiction because it's an addiction. And there are healthier ways to deal and cope with trauma, but we have to find those outlets. And it's not for anyone to feel shame about how they're coping right now, because you can be coping like that right now, but you can get better. I'm just using this for instance, like how a little girl can become super sexual. They are out having sex with different partners. They like to show their bodies off, and they're doing all those things, and we just turn to it. We just like say, oh, okay, well, they're just being fast. They're trying to be grown. And we don't understand that they may have been sexually abused. We don't see it that way because we just look at it from a closed mind. That's how we look at it. Like, we don't see or look at the root problem. So when you see someone that you know and that you love that's being hypersexual and you're concerned about them because it's unsafe, find a healthy way to just talk to them and maybe get to the root of their issue. Because everyone has not dealt with trauma leading to their hypersexuality. That's not always the case. But have those open conversations with people and just try to get to the root of it. And everyone's not going to share their story about what has happened to them if that's the case. But just find ways that can help someone. And to anyone that's dealing with this, you will get through. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.